I believe he knew exactly what I looked like. I thought, he's so familiar to me.
My sister was born blind. She just loves people without seeing them.
I'm 30.
So you're no longer attractive.
She's trying to date the person that I want to marry.
I can't wait to tell my boyfriend to break up with his girlfriend.
I'm on my knees.
Oh my God, oh my God.
I think I'm probably the luckiest person on the whole world. Will you marry me?
Absolutely.
This is insane.
He's not your type. There's this girl on TikTok. She's crying.
Apparently there was a girl all over him.
She had a boyfriend going into this. The guy lives in the freaking building that we moved into.
Ah, get me out of here. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, and Love is Blind is coming back. It is coming back on Valentine's Day. Hopefully I have plans. Anyways, I will be here on Valentine's Day, child, don't worry. But yeah, I'm gonna review this cast. Have not looked at it, haven't seen the trailers either, but I've been seeing people saying that there's an incel, and there's also some drama with women coming out saying there's a person on there who's absolutely vile and needs to be edited out the show. How is the drama already happening? We haven't even started. But anyways, before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. Let's jump into the cast.
How many people get to do this?
The possibilities are freaking me out in a good way, but still very nervous.
Ooh, starting strong. We have Amanda. Amanda is very fit. She is 43. She's a district retail manager, and she's a Capricorn. Seeking an organic, real-life meet cute, Amanda has swiped left on dating apps for the last time. I think sometimes my age can be a factor, she says. At 43, Amanda is the oldest single entering the pods, but she's far more concerned with emotional maturity. In her eyes, nothing is more attractive than a guy who can tell her exactly how she feels. Somebody who can't communicate is definitely an ick for me. Same. Honesty may even earn her suitor a slice of something scrumptious, since Amanda enjoys baking sourdough bread for those she loves. Will any man in the pods be able to rise to Amanda's standards, or leave no crumbs? Okay, I see the bread puns there.
I'm nervous about, I think sometimes my age can be a factor. So making a great connection in the pod and then maybe having him not pick me.
Ashley is 28 and she's a client success manager and a Virgo. Ashley has been told that she's a bit too much in past really. You know what's funny? I was gonna say she looks kind of like awkward and stiff, but now her bio is like, oh, she's a bit too much. I'm like, oh, okay. So any future partner needs to love her zest for life. I am not willing to sacrifice my excitability, she says. I really just want a partner that can embrace that fully. Ready to see beauty in life's simplest moments, Ashley hopes to spend the rest of her days with someone who'll catch every sunset and walk around the city snapping photographs. If Ashley finds her self-assured, expressive guy, she'll lock him down at shutter speed, sight unseen. I like a secure man, she says. You've got to be confident with what you got. I don't care if you are shorter than me or anything, just do it with confidence.
My excitability. I want someone who will cheer me on as I am in the middle of a dance floor, or get excited next to me as I watch the sunset.
Ooh, body yaddy yaddy, I'm sorry, I had to point it out. Ooh, the dress, the color, the hair, the face, the everything. She's eating. Oh, is Britney the one that we saw at the finale of the last one? Oh, hey girl. Britney's 35. She's a partnership executive, and she's an Aries. Sports lover Britney says her openness to new experiences prompted her to make the big move to Minneapolis. Ideally, she'd like to match with someone who's just as curious and game to swing for the fences. I'm looking for a very confident man, she says. I want them to kind of have their own little thing and be able to teach me some things. If that includes how to be on time, all the better. Listen, as a people, this actually needs to stop, okay? Like, CP time, guys, please. There's a running joke in the group of girls that I sing with, like, oh, we're gonna be on Elaine time? No. Elaine time is just on time. I'm Elaine, by the way, if you didn't know. We're just on time. Can we stop being late as a people? Y'all gonna be late to your funeral if you could. Goodness sakes. As she admits, she struggles with punctuality. But as a successful businesswoman who's worked with the NBA, NFL, and MLB, in addition to playing and coaching Division I college basketball, wow, she's clearly a pro who has mastered quite a few things on her own. Yeah.
My friends and family would describe me as
Adventurous. A lot of them live vicariously through me.
Ooh, she's cute. I like the dress too. This is Cassandra. She's 30. She's a hairstylist and she is a Taurus. For Cassandra, a good sense of humor is the ultimate green flag, which should come as no surprise as she was named after a character in Wayne's World. In addition to witty banter, she's looking forward to getting vulnerable in the pods with a future partner. But time with her good group of girls comes first. No, wait. Okay. So just as the Spice Girls once wisely sang, if you want to be Cassandra's lover, you gotta get with her friends. Sure. But how often do you plan on prioritizing your friends, mama? I don't know if marriage is gonna work if that's the dynamic, but okay. When it comes to boxers or briefs, we don't know if she has a preference, as long as whatever the guy is wearing gets the job done. Cassandra, you're losing me, babe. My biggest ick is when you see the top of a guy's butt crack.
Guy gets up and you like see the top of his butt crack. Just like, I can't handle that.
What is this? What is happening? What is happening? It's giving, is it David Bowie? Who am I thinking in my head? It's giving a lot. It even looks like there's a fan on and her hair is whooshing in the wind. And I don't like the color of her shoes. It makes it look like she's barefoot too. I'm overstimulated. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is Kylie. She's 28 and she's a medical student and a Virgo. Kylie, my bad. Med student Kylie is determined to heal some lonely hearts. One thing that's really unique about the pods is everybody's here to get married and find their someone. Well, that's not necessarily true, but love that you're walking in with that mentality. I'm here to find my husband. When she's not wearing a white coat, Kylie can usually be seen sporting the latest fashion trend. No. Which are responsible for her overflowing closet. You can get rid of some of that stuff. But she's more than willing to clean up her shopaholic act and make room for the right guy. The one thing she won't give up, however, is her faith. Amen. I'm a very religious person, so I'm looking for somebody who also has those traditions and is willing to share them with me and raise a family. What religion are you? Cool.
Not very good at putting my clothes away, so I'm a little messy.
Lauren is 31. She's in educational sales and is a Sag. But coming from a big Irish Catholic family with 81st cousins. Wow. 80. Wait, I could have 82. Hold on. I could have a lot of first cousins too. Let me ask my dad. Anyways, coming from a big Irish Catholic family with 81st cousins, Lauren has always wanted to start one of her own. But her recent relationships never seem to make it past the 6 to 9 month mark, leaving her eager to find a connection to last a lifetime. As a former teacher, Lauren is primed to be a star student in the pods. I ask a lot of questions and I really like to get to know people, she says. But she tends to be an overthinker and processor. Well, obviously, if you're riddling a lot of questions, which could get in the way of her decision making. It's funny, too, how people tell on themselves and they don't even know. Because if you're saying like, oh, I'm a great student because I ask a lot of questions. Well, sometimes it comes off as being an interrogator. I just like to know what's going on and how people are feeling, which can be a little bit too much sometimes. Yeah, yes. However, if any of the suitors are too invested in their personal appearance, or hers for that matter, then the choice to move on will be simple. It just comes off very arrogant, and I can pick up on that. Okay, we're about to find out.
An overthinker and an overprocessor.
Next, we have Madison. I like the color of the dress. I'm wondering if I wanted a smidge shorter or a smidge longer. She's 28, she's an artist, and a Leo. Madison's most consistent relationship has been with her beloved French bulldog, Henry. He has his own Instagram account. But now this artist is looking to fill in the blank canvas of her love life with a guy who matches her goofy energy. Bonus points if he can roll up his sleeves and join her in the studio. Cute. And if that's not exactly his speed, then there's always room on the back of her motorcycle. Okay, edgy. But don't expect Madison to fall for just anyone in the pods, as she's proud of her never settling for anything less than she deserves, which includes men with long fingernails and mommy issues who cheat and don't like spicy foods. Oddly specific. Girl, what happened? That is oddly specific. Okay. If you can't always reach her, don't take it personally. No. She says, I'm really bad at texting. Sometimes my friends are like, did you pass away? Because I haven't heard from you in 2 weeks. Absolutely not. Oh my gosh, I can't stand people like this. Don't piss me off, girl. Y'all be like, oh, I'm so ready for a relationship, but you can't do something as simple as communicate? Get off my screen, man.
Long fingernails, mommy issues, cheaters, doesn't like dogs.
Next is Meg. Meg is 31. I gotta be honest with you, Meg. This is quite an unflattering photo. I don't know if it's the dress, the stance. Meg is 31, an oncology nurse, and is a Libra. Put free-spirited Meg in a box and you'll miss out on all she has to offer. As an oncology nurse, work comes first, but she's also a self-described goof who can be a little bit airheaded from time to time. I miss my exit nearly every day when I drive to work. And I tend to lose my phone or just forget to plug it in, she says. Hold on. So you're a nurse and you're this airheaded? Hold on. Because are you going to forget to plug in my life support? Babe, plug me in. Okay, whoa. With a demanding career, dating has been nearly impossible. But after 2 years of single life, Meg is making finding love a priority. In the pods, she's willing to go deep. But if her energy isn't reciprocated, then it's on to the next one, period. My biggest ick is somebody who doesn't ask questions back, she says. But if he values humor and heart in equal measure and doesn't mind taking charge in the kitchen, then Meg is ready to take a leap of faith. I feel you, Meg. I love a man that can cook. You.
I'm definitely looking for someone who's goofy, number one, first and foremost.
Molly is 30. She's an executive assistant and is a Sagittarius. Boop, boop. Self-made Molly is proud of purchasing a home all on her own where she plans on spending Christmases to come with her forever person. Eager to share her tree decorating traditions, she brought a special ornament into the pods and hopes to gift it to her future husband. A go-getter from an early age, the former Minnesota Timberwolves cheerleader paid for a portion of her college tuition with funds won from a lip sync battle. She is so eclectic. She competed in throughout her childhood. Interesting. She was in lip sync battles and earned enough money to pay for college. Not the whole college, but wow, that's cool. That is so cool. Now Molly is in the market for a hype man who will back all of her scene-stealing performances in her day-to-day life. If I'm out on the dance floor, they have to be cheering me on in the corner or out there dancing with me, she says. Boys who are embarrassed easily, please exit stage left. I know that's right.
I am looking for someone that I can show my whole authentic self to.
Monica's 28. She's in digital marketing and is an Aries. Family-oriented Monica is searching for a guy to join her tribe. I want my partner to feel like another family member, she says. Oh, how else are they supposed to feel? How else are they supposed to feel? Anyways, I am my most authentic self with my mom, dad, and sister, so finding someone who adds to that dynamic is more than I could ask for. Monica says her loved ones would describe her as secretly really weird, so anyone who makes it past the pods must accept her tendency to talk to herself and not violate her list of extremely specific icks. Here we go. Shoes are an ick to me. How? She says, if you have dirty New Balances that are bright blue, I'm sorry, but you got to work on it. Again, oddly specific. Are y'all okay? This is too specific. I fear. Anyways, after deleting her dating apps, Monica hopes the pods will work their magic and help her land a guy who loves her and the experimental recipes she whips up in the kitchen.
secretly really weird, but in a good way.
Ooh, next is Sarah. Sarah's also giving us body. You better work, girl. She's 29, another oncology nurse, and is also a Capricorn. Sarah once typed the entire alphabet in 3.5 seconds. Wow. But she's still figuring out the ABCs of love. Oh. After a year of being single, this oncology nurse is searching for a goal-oriented guy who looks on the sunny side of life. And if he happens to laugh at her jokes from time to time, that wouldn't hurt either. No, he needs to always laugh. Always laugh at my jokes. The small town vibe of Minneapolis hasn't exactly helped Sarah's hunt for her life partner because it feels like everyone already knows or has dated everyone else. Genuine connections with guys who don't need fixing are paramount, as she spends plenty of time taking care of others at her day job. Makes sense. When she's off duty, Sarah spends her time playing Call of Duty, so her future husband better level up his skills before their wedding day.
I procrastinate like a lot with everything.
Taylor's 32. She's a colonoscopy nurse. A lot of nurses. And she's a Pisces. Attention, Lindsay Lohan. Taylor is ready to star in her own Christmas rom-com. The thing I'm most excited to do with my partner is decorating our Christmas tree together, she said. That's the most exciting? Okay. I could cry just thinking about it. Really? Okay. Finding a genuine, loyal, caring, adventurous, and a funny man in the pods would be the biggest gift Taylor could receive. Taylor. The bar. If you could make me laugh, the rest is history, she adds. And for the record, reindeer hooves are the only ones she wants to see, as guys who wear flip-flops are a major turnoff. What's going on in Minneapolis? What is going on in Minneapolis? They are harping on the most stupid things. Oh my days. Okay, I guess flip-flops are an ick. After losing herself in past relationships, Taylor feels like she's ready to love fearlessly and wholeheartedly once again, and hopefully her future husband won't mind her caroling all year long. I sing a lot of sentences for no reason, she says, so that might get annoying. Okay.
I sing a lot of sentences. Do you want to go to Taco Bell? Do you want to go to Taco Bell? Like, I'm always singing for no reason.
Tiara is 34, a marketing strategist, and is a Gemini. Sure, looks aren't everything, but if Michael B. Jordan lookalike with a gentle spirit is waiting in the pods, then Tiara calls first dibs, so he has to be black, I'm assuming. Okay. In Minneapolis, I hope you find it. As someone who is very traditional and prefers the old ways of dating, she's recently ditched the apps in hopes of meeting her future husband in real life. But the dating pool feels almost dried up, especially when it comes to finding a man who supports her career. I'm most proud of going back to school to get my MBA at my dream university, Tiara says. It took me 5 years to make it a reality, and I just didn't give up. Entering the experiment, Tiara is stepping far outside her comfort zone, but there's one thing she won't compromise on. My faith is very important to me, she says. It's not something I can sacrifice for love.
My friends and family would describe me as
someone that will quote a movie down to the T.
Next we have Vanessa, loving the fro from Vanessa. Ooh, interested in the tattoos. If you guys are Canadian and you watch Big Brother, or you even listen to like The Bounce way back when, she reminds me of, is it Arissa Cox? Is her name Arissa? She reminds me of her. But yeah, this is Vanessa. She's 31, she's a media planner and a Sagittarius. To impress this classically trained ballerina, your dating skills better be on point with an E. Heading into the experiment, Vanessa is hoping to cross paths with a guy who embraces all of her passions, from dancing and horseback riding to camping and spontaneous road tripping. My perfect partner is somebody who's always down to try something new and go along with my crazy whims, she says. Choosing men based on physical appearance hasn't yielded the kind of love Vanessa wanted in her life, so she's open to connections in the pods. Well, almost all. The only thing I'm not willing to sacrifice for love is my dogs, she says. I cannot live without them. That's okay.
What I'm looking for in my perfect partner is somebody who's fun and always down to try something new.
Next is Virginia. Virginia's giving what needed to be given. Yes, from the pink to the hair to the stance to the Yeah. Virginia's 34. She's a healthcare recruiter and is a Capricorn. Adventurous Virginia is the type to enter a marathon on a whim, but she hasn't found the right guy to meet her at the finish line. In past relationships, this doctor's big heart has led her astray, but now she's done pouring into others if they aren't filling her cup first. Still showing up and wanting love is my hugest accomplishment because it's really easy to become jaded, she says. A patient and faith-driven guy who wants to go the long haul will immediately attract her attention. But if really arrogant and self-centered men are waiting on the other side of the pods, then this former cheerleader won't hesitate to show them the DOOR. You know, sometimes the people who write these Netflix captions, I'm like, come on now.
Self-centered men that don't consider other people, wouldn't consider me, would be a huge ick for me.
Yemi is 30. She's in product sales and she is a Sagittarius. Yemi hasn't had much luck in the dating scene, leaving her to wonder if her future husband can be found in either of the Twin Cities. Meeting new people has been hard, especially because she feels that Midwestern guys can be hesitant to make the first move. Y'all let me know if that's true. I mean, I feel like men in general these days, they don't want to approach, but whatever. Men just aren't very forward here, so I don't get approached very often. It might have to do with the fact that I'm a little intimidating, she says. Yemi's independence, success, and drive have helped her climb the corporate ladder, but haven't done wonders for her love life. That's why an ambitious guy who allows her to feel comfortable and helps her grow is who she's hoping to fall for in the pods. But if he has a vulgar sense of humor and bad manners, then a second date is off the table.
I am not willing to sacrifice my faith. That's one thing that keeps me grounded and is really the foundation for how I live my life.
Adam is 33. He's a fashion director. Really? Sorry. Again, I can't dress. Who am I? He's a fashion director and co-owner and is a Leo. By the time Adam was 13 years old, he'd already traveled to 6 continents, period. But this globetrotter believes that the right person should make even trips to the grocery store feel like an adventure. When it comes to dating, Adam has been losing hope after swiping away for the past few years, especially as the pool has dwindled. Everyone here meets their person then when they're like 22, he says. All of a sudden you're 26 and there's no single people anymore. But while most of his peers were settling down, Adam was busy growing his men's clothing business from one tiny location to 6 stores across the country. You better work, Adam. Period. Where am I? Across the country. He may have yet to select a mate, but at least he'll have no problems picking out his wedding fit.
I call it like the grocery store test. Who's going to be fun to go to the grocery store with? Who's going to make that a fun experience?
Next is Alex. Alex is 29. He's a commercial real estate broker. Oh, is this the guy? Because the drama that's been going on online, they said that he was in real estate. Is this him? Alex is 29. He's a commercial real estate broker and he's a Taurus. Alex may know how to ride a unicycle, though after some time in the pods, he's hoping to pedal a bicycle built for 2. But that's not his only special skill. This former high school music teacher plays the guitar, piano, bass, drums, violin, clarinet, and more. Ideally, Alex's partner won't mind a bit of noise since he's got plenty of instruments to practice and he's also been known to snore. I can't help it, he says, so please forgive me. If he meets an adventurous and slightly nerdy woman who can overlook that potentially aggravating habit, he'll have no problem putting his dating days to bed. I hope it's not Alex because I like him.
One thing that I do that could get on my partner's nerves is sometimes I snore and I can't help it.
I like him so far. It better not be you. Ooh, Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Andrew's 27. Oh, he's a realtor too. It could be him. He's a Cancer. Heading into the pods, intellectually curious Andrew is ready to go deep. I'm someone who is constantly searching for answers to not always the simplest questions, he says. I'm looking for someone who is willing to go on that journey. But cerebral explorations aren't the only adventures. Why cerebral explorations? I feel like that was unnecessary. But cerebral explorations aren't the only adventures this former Army helicopter mechanic is interested in. For Andrew, the frigid temperatures are the hardest parts about dating in Minneapolis, making romantic nature walks out of the question. Instead, he prefers to take dates to the dance floor. And while having 2 left feet isn't necessarily a deal breaker, a potential partner who asks him to sacrifice his faith would definitely send him whirling away in the opposite direction. Is Minneapolis in the Bible Belt? I don't even know where the Bible Belt is, but I've heard y'all talk about the Bible Belt before. Is Minneapolis there? Because these people, they do not play about their faith, okay?
My friends and family would describe me as disciplined and consistent.
Quite dapper. Ben is 28, he's a developer and is a Libra. Ben's competitive nature serves him well in his intramural kickball league, but he's yet to bring home a championship title in the game of love. A team player on and off the field, Ben says he can always sense when someone's feeling left out. Oh, I like that. I like that. I have a kind of sixth sense for that and love to just bring people in and make them feel included, he says. If Ben meets a woman who can match his energy and lead with vulnerability in the pods, he won't hesitate to draft her as a partner in life. And if she has a competitive streak of her own and complements his outgoing and playful personality, then it just might be a win-win. I like you, Ben. I like you, Ben. Already I'm liking the men more than I'm liking some of the girls.
I am always running around dancing, doing something energetic at all times.
I'm not liking Benji though. The way he's looking at me, I'm a little bit nervous. Benji's 26, he's an entrepreneur and a realtor. And is an Aquarius. Digital nomad Benji hasn't lived in the same place for the last 7 years. Have you settled down now? Though he's the youngest single entering in the pods, he's committed to settling down with someone special who also doesn't mind globetrotting from time to time. I'm a huge traveler and I see a lot of that in our future, he says. As for his dream partner, Benji's looking for her to check every possible box. He wants to connect with someone who's spontaneous but can also plan, someone who pushes him out of his comfort zone but also make him feel comfortable. Okay. Only time will tell if the total package is waiting for him on the other side of the glowing wall. I don't think so, Benji. I think you're on your own with this one. I think you're leaving the way you came.
My connection with my family and my beliefs.
Next is Brad. Now, Brad, I'm going to be honest with you. You could have put in a little bit more effort. Okay. Brad is 35. He's a dentist and a Sagittarius. I guess. Boop, boop. In the pods, Brad plans to bring Midwest nice back to dating. I'm looking for my best friend, someone who's easy to talk to and nice to me. Dang. You just want somebody to be nice? What have you gone through? There have been some mean women over the years, and I'd like to try to avoid that. As a dentist, Brad has no interest in getting chewed up and spit out by a girl with a nasty bite. All the pods, I'm sorry. I just wonder, okay, so you consistently encounter mean women. At some point, you gotta look within. Like, why is that the type of woman you attract all the time? I don't know. All the pods, sweeties, better brace themselves because Brad does have some mean moves. He's won $10,000 doing a freestyle dance competition in Miami Beach. Do you think his routine involved flossing?
Hardworking, funny, loyal.
Next is Brian. Okay. Brian looks like Boss Baby. Brian looks like Boss Baby. Oh my gosh, but Boss Baby is cute. Brian is 30. He's a wine bar owner and is a Cancer. Brian has been putting his business acumen to good use from a young age, opening a wine bar during his senior year of college. Very nice. Focusing on his career hasn't exactly helped him in the dating department, but now he's seeking a partner with whom he can share a bottle of his favorite vintage and help him nail down a better work-life balance. Despite his discerning palate, you won't find any wine stains on his teeth. Okay. I get complimented on my smile a lot. Well, let's go back to the smile. Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. Yeah. Hopefully he'll match with a woman who also takes care of her pearly whites, as poor hygiene is a deal breaker. See, now that's a proper deal breaker. Not you saying, oh, he has powder blue shoes and this is a proper deal breaker.
I think that gives me the ick. Let's say bad hygiene.
Next we have Daniel. He's giving very much, I'm a chill guy. Daniel, I like him. Well, based on aesthetics, let's read. He is a sales account executive and is a Taurus. This former Gerber baby model. That is so funny because I just called that other one Boss Baby. He is giving Gerber baby energy for sure. This former Gerber baby model is all grown up and is ready to find a partner he can go gaga over. I hate the person writing these. Goodness sakes. With his parents' long-lasting marriage as an inspiration for his own future love story, Daniel is intent on building a family with a woman who appreciates his sensitive side. He's hoping that she'll love him and his tendency to put his foot in his mouth unconditionally. What are the things that you're saying? I was just rooting for you, Daniel. Though he doesn't always think before he speaks, which he's worried might get him in trouble in the pods. His openness and willingness to ask for help are the qualities Daniel's most proud of developing. Okay.
Someone to build a family with and someone to grow close with and hopefully grow old with.
David is 33, is in medical device sales and is an Aries. Working in the medical aesthetics industry, Dave is used to concentrating on people's looks, but his biggest turn-offs is superficiality. Okay. That and too much Botox. But that's what you do. That's what you do. Now he's eager to approach dating in a totally new way and prioritize sharing interests and values over physical appearance. Though he sometimes struggles to express his feelings, Dave is prepared to get real with a partner who shares his social stamina, but has a different enough personality to keep him curious. If he finds a woman who can deck the halls with all 40 of his cousins every Christmas Eve, wow, she might just be the one. But anyone who wins Dave's heart must first get the stamp of approval from the two most important people in his life, his dad and sister. Okay.
Someone that matches me in a way that we like to go out and do fun things.
Devon is 29. He's a youth director and a coach and is a Pisces. Sneakerhead Devon built his own basketball training business and mentoring program to help kids reach their goals. Love it. When he's not on the court as a high school coach, he opts to forego the bar scene and stay in and cook up delicious dishes. Devon! Don't disappoint me now. All right. Devon is hoping this experiment will help him accomplish one of his greatest ambitions, meeting a woman who supports him from the sidelines during big games and in the kitchen every night as his sous chef. I would love to just be at home listening to music, partying, and dancing, he says, and then cooking together before enjoying a meal. I like you, Devon. I like you, Devon.
Adaptable, get along with people in any situation.
Oh, next we got Hugo. Hugo's giving very much youth pastor. Okay. Hugo's 30, in marketing, and is a Pisces. It's not unusual for Hugo to take long last-minute road trips to try a new restaurant in another state on a random Friday night. No wonder he describes his experience dating in Minneapolis as repetitive and mundane. A down-to-earth woman with the same spontaneous spirit will make the perfect co-pilot on these frequent unplanned joyrides. But Hugo is searching for a future wife who also doesn't mind if he sometimes rides solo. One thing I'm not willing to sacrifice for love would be my alone time. How much do you need? Okay. I do need some space every now and then, but after 4 years of the single life, he's ready to make room for a partner who shares his goals and values. All right, let's see.
One thing I'm not willing to sacrifice for love would be my alone time. I think I do need some space every now and then.
Joey is 35, is a physician associate. And is a Taurus. Always a groomsman, but never the groom. Joey was in 11 weddings last year. Wow. Ideally, he will find someone who's handy with a needle and thread since he's ripped his pants on the dance floor of 6 of those 11 weddings. Joey's entering the pods in hopes that it will finally be his turn to say I do. If he forms a relationship with someone who is empathetic and family oriented, then Joey won't have any problems making compromises. Everyone's got healthy boundaries, so as long as we discuss and don't cross them, there wouldn't be anything I can't sacrifice, he says. Anything? You gotta have some principles you firmly stand on, sir. But there is one thing Joey won't tolerate from a partner, okay? If they give me a wet willy, I'm not going to be happy, he shares. That's my pet peeve, and everybody knows it. That's also oddly specific because why are you getting wet willies at this big age? He's 35.
If they give me a wet willy, I'm not gonna be happy about that one.
Y'all still doing that? Okay. That's odd. If you don't know what a wet willy is when somebody licks their finger and sticks it in your ear. I felt like that was left in high school. Okay. Next is Mason. Is Mason not giving y'all Jeremy energy? This is very much Jeremy. Mason is 33. He's a cinematographer and is a Taurus. Mason is used to relying on his visual instincts as a cinematographer, but now he's coming out from behind the camera to switch things up for love. His biggest accomplishment is making a living in a creative career he loves, and he's looking for the same passion and drive in a potential partner. A skater girl would be particularly rad, as Mason shreds whenever he gets the chance, even sneaking in skating sessions before work. In fact, he's so committed to the sport that he once went through an entire workday with a broken foot. I've been there. When I broke my ankle, I walked home. I broke my ankle playing soccer. I walked all the way home from school. And when I broke my hand a few years ago, roller skating, need to stop doing athletic things. I went home and I slept. And I went to the hospital the next day. So I feel you. While he may be tough on the ramp, Mason says his friends and family would beg to differ, lovingly describing him as a big softie. Okay.
Someone who's on their phone too much, not able to unplug and be with you in the moment.
Then we have Mo. Mo, what's going on? Mo, what is this? Like, I see what he was trying to do. He's tying in everything to the shirt, but it's chaotic. It's so chaotic. Mo is 35. He's a property manager and is a Capricorn. Born in the Bronx before moving to Senegal and returning to the United States before he turned 10. Wow. A lot going on. Mo learned English as his third language. After a year and a half of single life in the city that sometimes feels way too small, he's hitting the pods to see if he's also fluent in the language of love. His greatest accomplishment is becoming the first in his family to graduate college, but the learning didn't stop there. Mo says he experienced significant personal growth through his 20s, especially when it comes to communication. That's what we love to hear. Handle your communication before coming on this damn show talking about, I'm ready to get married, but you don't even know how to text people back for 2 weeks. Don't piss me off. Thank you. Mercy. Now, funny and outgoing Mo hopes to connect with his forever person, someone trustworthy who embraces his big heart and resilient spirit.
A non-negotiable would be probably someone that doesn't have any fate.
Next is Scott. Scott is 34 and is a project manager and a Sagittarius. How many more people do we got, bro? Okay, one more after this. Thank God. I'm tired. Like any good Midwestern boy, Scott is extremely close with his friends and family. But for the first time, he's ready to make connections based on his own instincts instead of what others may think. Are you easily swayed? Are you impressionable? What's going on? Described by those who know him best as a golden retriever, Scott may struggle a bit with long dates lounging in the pods. I do not sit still very well, he says. I enjoy taking in a football game on the couch, but after that, I need to get up and run off my energy. Is that what golden retriever means? I thought golden retriever was like a guy who's very like attentive and like dotes after you a lot. It just means like high energy? Oh, I guess I've had it wrong this whole time. Still, that doesn't mean a stimulating conversation with a girl that's well-read won't get his tail wagging. All right.
A golden retriever or a 5-year-old that just needs to run around and get his energy out?
Last, we have Tom. Should I say what energy Tom is giving me? I know this is not going to be like the proper whatever. It's giving like rodeo master. Like if you just plop a cowboy hat on him, it's giving like he's the head man in charge of the rodeo. Anyway. Tom is 38. He's a management consultant and is a Scorpio. Born in Brazil and raised in Minnesota, Tom is a self-described fitness fanatic who doesn't take rest days. I work out when I go on vacation and I'm pretty focused on my diet, he says. Now, Tom's ready to show the same level of commitment to a life partner. While he's slightly nervous about how fast the relationship could develop in the pods, he's excited about the unplugged dating exercise. But if Tom ends up falling for someone who's always glued to their phone after the pods, his number one ick, it could become a sticky situation. I will accept that as an ick as well.
Well, looking for a life partner. Yeah, share the good times and the bad times.
All right. That is everybody in the pods. We will see who will connect with who. I'm feeling the guys more than I'm feeling the girls. The girls just, I understand if they're going through a lot in Minneapolis, which it sounds like they are, then I could see why they have a lot of stipulations before wanting to get with somebody. But like, that doesn't really work in a process like this. You have to be open. You just have to be. So we'll see who will come out with a person, who will come out looking horrible, and who this guy is that they're talking about online. I really want to know who it is. Y'all let me know in the comments down below which guy is causing all this commotion on TikTok. But anyways, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on February 14th.